presenting synergy, crafting an inclusive workspace. So I have the questions in here, and we're gonna start. Just a quick info. This is not an English class, this is a conversation, so we are not going to correct and not even teach grammar, vocabulary, or something like that. We are here to practice our conversation skills, and we always start these meetings with a presentation, a personal presentation. So Fabio, can you present yourself, please?
Oh yeah, I'm Fabio. I'm 41. I live in São Paulo. Um, I used to work with sustainability and environmental, social, and governance of companies. I have two kids, little 2 years old boy and 7 years old girl. And I'm here since April, maybe May, June. I don't know.
Did you improve
May.
your English skills?
Yeah. I think I've been a good improving in my English skills with conversations. I'm doing some classes too, and I think it's working.
Yeah, and the idea is really to get knowledge out of our brain to practice, to speak as much as we can. Um, and that's what I'm in Toronto right now at the moment. So I have been seeing people just uh like they really don't care, and they help you, they support you when you start speaking. So, but the challenge is you need to find someone to speak to in the real world. And it's hard sometimes, events or places or whatever. So, Yasmin, welcome aboard. Gabriela. Gabriela, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. Can you present yourself, please?
Hi, guys. My name is Gabriela. This is my third time here. And that's it. I'm from Bahia, Salvador, Bahia. And that's it.
Very good, Gabriela. Very good. Remember that we always ask for personal presentations, and this is a very good chance you have to improve your English skills, especially your presentations that you're going to need for everything, not just interviews, but also to talk to people, to meet new people, to work or whatever you're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
Yasmin, what about you? Can you present yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Yasmin. I'm from Manaus, but I'm living in Portugal now, and I'm looking for improve my English because I'm looking for a job here in Portugal. I'm still working for a company in Brazil, and I'm here because that's it.
Very good, very good. Do you all prefer my video camera on or off to speak?
On.
On? Well, why is that? Do you think it's better to understand, and does it
Yeah,
help you? Yeah. So do you mind turning on your camera as well? Because it's gonna help me a lot.
just a second.
Um, and turning the camera on becomes part of the fluency. Especially I understand sometimes I know in Brazil it's lunchtime, and sometimes people are having lunch and they don't want to, eat and speak and at the same time in front of the camera. But when it comes to speaking in Portuguese and English and whatever, the fear of exposure and judgments, it comes along the way. So the idea of the YouTube and the camera open, it to exercise ourselves with that. I brought some expressions so we can use today. Break the ice, get everyone on the same page, and hit the ground running. Okay. So we can use along the conversation. And the topic is about collaboration at work, team synergy. And the first question we have is, how can leaders effectively break the ice in a professional setting to create an open and welcoming atmosphere for collaboration? So in a nutshell, how do we break the ice to have a good environment for people to work together? So, Yasmin, would you mind answering at first, please? Bring your
I don't
answer.
know what's breaking the ice.
Breaking the ice, it means you are starting out a conversation. So instead of going straight to the point, to the topic, you warm up, you bring another topic, you start talking about the weather, you start talking about your something else, just to break the ice. Like Portuguese, we say that in Portuguese as well.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes. How can leaders effectively break the ice in a professional environment to create an open and welcoming atmosphere for collaboration?
I think that speaking about ourselves or making people talk about themselves. Sorry, it's my cat.
No problem.
And I think that if we know each other, it's easier to break the ice and to make some to discover some connections. So it's easier to do the job and have a easier relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it important for you, like, to work with other people, to know everybody or to know your peers?
Yeah, mostly because I work remotely, so sometimes it's difficult to make connections, really connections, just online. And sometimes we need time to talk about ourselves or make some happy hour, to know each other, and the work flow better.
Yeah, for me as well. Knowing other people, it's really good to work or to. That's one of the things I like most here on Talk and Talk is the personal presentations, when people present themselves and we get to know each other. Fabio, and what about you? What do you think is a good exercise as like to break the ice in a work environment?
The first thing I think is to know the public, who you are talking with, and if it's your team or if it's a general public, to speak. And I think take presentations. It's a good way to know the people and to understand a little bit about them. And I don't know, depend. You can use some facts that happening in the day, along the day, or something. I don't know. I think it's very depend a lot of with who you are talking. For example, if you are in an executive meeting, it's more formally and formal, and I don't know, maybe some presentations about the work or the their work or something like that. If is a with a team that you are a leader, maybe that you is a leader. I don't know. Maybe it's difficult. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
it depends
break
on people.
yeah, it depends on people because it's more informal meeting. I think you can maybe say something funny or say or I don't know that uh, I don't know. It's a very difficult question because I think you need to know a little bit the person who you are talking, and I think
Are you the are
you
you
need to
the
feel the environment to say something that can break ice.
are you the kind of person who starts the meetings, who breaks the ice, or you're more like you stay focused on your thing, you do not start talking? What do you think it's more your profile at work?
I like more objective meetings because I think mainly with the remote work we lost a lot of time with meetings, and I prefer to be more, I don't know, directly to the point. But I used to do some jokes just to break the ice and start something more serious. But in a very short time, in the beginning, I used to do this, and just I don't know, just I like to start. I like to start the meetings in general.
Nice. Yeah, and I understand you because sometimes there are meetings or the work environment doesn't allow you to, break the ice or bring the other topics rather than what is supposed to have. So for me it really depends as well. So sometimes here on Talk and Talk meetings, depending on the situation or the group of people we have, we start talking about something and we don't even start the topic itself,
Yeah,
because we start the
it's common.
presentations and then it goes to another way and it happens. Gabriela, what's your point of view on this? How do we break the ice in the work environment to make it feel more comfortable or a collaborative place to work?
I have the same opinion as Yasmin. I think it's more important than only speak about work, is speak about yourself. So in my personal experience, I work with people who always try and break the ice, like make some jokes um or make a Christmas party or birthday parties, or always ask for what you like, or what your hobbies. So I think it's very important, ask and talk about your personal life to break the ice.
Yeah, I remember when I used to work in the office, the happy hours were the best moment for me. And also when we had breakfast and we had
Yes,
people together
yes.
to buy, each person buy something, that was the best time, That
Or
was the
make
one,
something.
yeah, I didn't like the lunch time with bosses and or other people, or especially when people you don't like much, like you don't have a connection. It's not that you don't like, but
Yes,
you don't
yes,
have a
yes.
connection. You need to go
You
to
have
a
you
a,
have
a,
to
a
you have
restaurant,
to
expensive
force a
restaurant.
connection.
Yeah, and you go to expensive restaurant, you eat food you don't like, you know.
And you
That's
pay a lot.
and you pay a lot. Yeah. So Gabriela, I'm going to ask you back the second question about strategies to get everyone on the same page when you have a project, when you have a professional goal. What do you think are the strategies to get everyone on the same page, to get everyone thinking about the same and focus to do the job and to achieve the professional goals? What do you think, in your opinion, it's good to do?
Let me think.
Do not say meetings, okay? Please. Because we have
Okay.
a lot of meetings already. Just joking. It's a joke.
Okay, let me think a little bit. I think you have to ask the personal skills what the low, I don't know how to say ponto fraco.
The weaknesses.
Yes, the weaknesses, so you can work in the weaknesses so you can have everybody in the same page.
Very good. Very good. So working on the weaknesses help to avoid delays, avoid not
Yes,
reaching the goal and things like that, right?
yes, that's right.
And Fabio, what do you think are the strategies to get everybody um on the same page to work towards the same professional goal?
I think you need to know your team, and for this you need to let your team speak, and you need to listen a lot. I think it's very important. It's not something that you can construct uh, quickly sometimes, but I think it's important. And when you start in a new yours when we start a new project with a team that we don't know, for example, I think the presentations, more professional presentations, are very important. And there's a question that is difficult sometimes to answer, but I think it works. Ask to the people to classify their weakness and their um, strongest, strongest, strongest,
Yeah.
strongest.
Yeah, strong. Yeah,
Yeah,
the strongest.
and it's. I think it's cool. Sometimes it's difficult to answer this because in general people don't used to think about uh, their their weakness and their stronger points. But when the people starts to speak, you can identify in their discourse uh,
The speech.
the speech. Yeah, the speech. How can I say, when the people are talking or are speaking with some segurança? How can I say, some
With confidence.
a confidence? Yeah,
Yeah.
about something. And I think you can fish in these points
Yeah.
and to understand the team, and of course you need to talk to about the project, to some explanations about the project. And oh, everyone here knows the theme, know the our goals, and ask it
To be
ask
clear.
them. Yeah, to be clear. I think sometimes we think that the goals are clear for everyone, and but
It's not. Yeah.
sometimes it's not. And I think it's a good point to speak about. And of course, ask their opinion too about the goals. I think it's a good a good way to do this.
Very good. Yeah, I have same opinion. I guess it's and it's really hard to get everybody on the same page.
Yeah.
Yasmin, do you agree with that? And how do you think, in your opinion, would be a great strategy to get everybody on the same page?
I agree. I think that communication is the key. We need to talk with everyone that is involved in the subject. And sometimes the way to do this is making meetings or documentations or ask if everyone is comfortable and know about the goals. So communication always.
Yeah, and I would highlight what Fabio said, and especially what you said too, and Gabriela were talking about the same, but communication and having as clear as possible the expectations about a project or about an achievement or about a meeting. So something I like to do lately, I have been doing lately, is once I invite someone for a meeting, I like to add to the description of the meeting what is that about and what do I expect from that meeting. So it's good to prepare something before join the meeting, and then in the meeting it rolls out, and after that you have something else to do or a task, or you finish and it's over. But like following a script, it's really important, and that's what we've been doing here on Talk and Talk. We start the first 10 minutes to explain presentations and etc., to split the rooms if it's necessary. Then we start the topic and start talking, and by the end we have like a wrap-up session to understand what how was the conversation, what we liked, what we didn't, and the learnings and everything. And yeah, and we need to talk and we need communication for that, right? I'm going to ask the next question about and this is, I don't want to be like an interview or something related to that, but I guess it's more, this meeting, it's more like professional wise. So in the context of career advancement or career development, how do you believe professionals can hit the ground running when joining a new team or project for optimal collaboration? And hit the ground running, it's an expression where you start something with energy and enthusiasm. So you have the will, the desire to do that, and you have the determination, and you go for it. So hit the ground running. It's a new expression for me that I learned 2 weeks ago in another meeting, and it's good to have it back so I can really memorize it. So, Fabio, how do you think you can develop your career, keep the enthusiasm, especially when you join a new team or a project?
Oh, it's a difficult question because it depends too. But I think in general, I don't know. I think the to classify the goals and to try to identify the profiles in your team, different profiles, and I don't know, give them goals that make them I don't know, enthusi- uh, enthusiasmatic,
Enthusiastic.
enthusiastic with the goals, and I don't know, it's about communication again because I think we used to do the things about work a lot of times in automatic, way, and you do everything with the same enthusiastic, same enthusiastic, correct?
Yeah, it depends on
And
how you create a sentence, but enthusiasm or enthusiastic.
enthusiasm. Sorry. Yeah, and sometimes we need to understand what moved the people forward, and
Like the carrot, like the
yeah, like the carrot, of course. For example, I can't put on front or in front of someone uh, meat if the person is vegetarian.
vegetarian. Yeah, exactly.
It's
Doesn't
not.
work.
It doesn't work. Okay, so you need to understand a little bit. Even a new team, you need to understand a little bit about your team, about each person in your team, and of course, and you need to have you need to be open to changes too. Sometimes we try to do something, and if it doesn't work, you need to change quickly the your strategy, or I don't know, the functions of people, of the people that are in your team. Sometimes different profiles together works better than same profiles together, because one used to be the carrot of the other. Okay,
Yeah, each person
yeah, each
has their
person.
unique carrot or their unique needs, right?
And yeah, and sometimes you take someone that's very enthusiasm enthusiasmatic with the work, with the job, and other people, or other person that is not. And sometimes this combination is correct, not combination, it's combination,
Yeah,
the
the
can
the
work.
match.
I think. Match, yeah, the match works better than people with the same profile. For example, if I take together two people that were a little bit down, it's difficult to do the some job that needs more quickly, or more that need to be faster, or I don't know. I'm a little bit with a little bit problem with my vocabulary today,
Yeah, no
but I
problem.
think
Yeah, but I
trying.
got the idea. I really got the idea, and I enjoy it. And I'm gonna ask Gabriela, what do you think about Fabio's opinion on this career development, and to keep the enthusiasm when you join a new team or start a new project? What's your your take on this, Gabriela?
I think the first step to hit the ground running is this expression, hit the ground running. Yes.
Yes.
I think the first step is searching for something who will challenge you. So if you find something that could challenge you, you will be more exciting. Like, I will speak by my own experience. When I front a new team or a new project, I will always search for something that could challenge me, because I can work more or work harder, work better when I'm in front something that I don't know, that I have to discover how to do. Like, learn English for me is a new project. So be here in Talk and Talk. It's a challenge for me because I'm very shy to speak in English in public or speak English with other person. So it's something that could make me feel exciting because it's something that is challenge me.
Yeah, I feel the same about this, because challenges, they are the fuel, the gasoline I need to hit the ground running every
Yeah.
single time. And I would describe that as adrenaline. That's why I love sports, triathlons, climbing, tennis, and endurance sports, sometimes it's complicated to, I feel like a slave of my own adrenaline. I need always to be, on that. Anyway, Yasmin, what's your overview on this matter?
I really agree with Gabriela because I like challenges, and it's like you. I like the adrenaline and always have something to understand, to study more, and feel, uh, how can I say, motivada,
Motivated.
motivated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
motivated.
motivated. And I think that we can hit the ground running when we find our place in a team. So we find how we can put our knowledge um, in this place, connected with the other people, but really providing value. I don't know if you can understand, but
Yeah,
really contribuindo. Oh my God,
it's
really
contribute.
contribute,
Yeah,
contribute with the team, and not trying to fill a place that is not ours.
yeah. Um, yeah, I would add the same as I mentioned before. When you have, the energy on your eye, in your eyes, on your eyes, at your eyes. I get confused about in on at every single time. But anyway, I think it's to hit the ground running, you need to believe on something, and then you go for it, right? So, and communication, it's always important on this process, right? Because someone is sharing you something, written, spoken, or whatever, or you read, or and you give back what is there. And the next question, it's exactly about communication. What role does effective communication play in fostering? And fostering is a good word, like to develop or to raise awareness, or you can use to foster children. So foster parents, when you adopt a child. So how does how role does effective communication play in fostering collaboration and a sense of belonging within a professional team? And that's a hard question. Fostering collaboration and belonging in a team. How do you think it's possible to happen that, Yasmin?
We talked a little bit about this. Communication is essential. So even if we have difficulties with communication, we have to try to improve and find ways to be better, because we need communication every time for everything in our family, in our professional life. So we can try study more about communication and improve our with if we are shy, and maybe have some help with books or course, or I don't know, mentors that can help us with this. Um, but we really need, and I'm talking because I'm looking for improve my communication, even in Portuguese. So it's essential.
Yeah. And you, Gabriela, how can we foster that in order to develop collaboration, the sense of belonging?
I think communication is the key, how we already said. So for you have a very good communication, you have to know how to make questions, right? Because if you don't have the right question, you don't have the right answer. So you have to know how to do questions, and you have to know how to communicate with I don't know how to say with pessoas ao seu redor.
People around
Who is around you. So
Yeah.
you have to development your communication, how to speak, how you make yourself clear. So you have to know how to make answers to have the right question, actually make the right questions to have the right answers.
Great. Very good. And I didn't expect this topic to be this way, but I'm enjoying a lot and learning a lot from all of you. I don't know how you're feeling about this. And we still have a lot of time to do the next question. And I'm gonna go over number 7 as well, because it brings exactly this question, but based on your own experience. And I'm gonna ask you, Fabio, about the question number 7, and if you want to bring the previous question as well, feel free to do that. So in your experience, how do team building activities contribute to create a sense of belonging and collaboration in a professional setting? Do you have an example? Have you ever lived as a leader or as someone who is led by someone? How do you see in about this?
Okay, I think the collaborative work needs a connection of the team with even the main skills of the team, then the fragilities of the team. Okay, I think we need to know uh, how to ask help for each other when we are with some difficulties. Uh, of course, again, the communication it's central in everything, and I don't know. I think you need. It's a complex question because you need to know your team. You need to uh, take off some everyone take off from each person the best of this person, and I think it passed um the question that we are talking about before, um about communication, and I think we need to listen each other, to listen actively, ativamente, I
Actively.
don't know,
Yeah.
actively. We need to listen actively and understand uh, one each other, and we need to speak clearly and to be, I don't know, to be truth in our words. Okay, I think, for example, an example of this. Uh, I had a team with 27, 27 person and 27 person, that's correct? Or people?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
27.
works both. Both are correct.
Okay. And they are very different. And each one needs something different, of course, different people, different needs, and each one have uh, good skills and bad skills. And what I try, what I try to do uh, was always make some meetings, short meetings, uh, to everyone speak about the difficulties and the easiest in the project. And because when I listen another people talking about a problem, maybe it's your problem too,
Yes,
and
as a leader.
you can solve this problem together with the opinion of other people. And I don't know, I think it again, the communication is essential uh to 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 build this um this feeling, sorry,
Feeling.
this feeling about belonging and pertencimento, how can I say this,
Belonging. Yeah.
belonging, yeah, a belonging sentiment. And because when you can feel that the other people are together with you to solve your problems, or when you feel that you can solve problems about other people, it create a atmosphere, a very good atmosphere, because it's the collaboration. I think we are social persons,
Yeah. And
and we need one each other. And I don't know, when you feel this, I think the
the
team
magic
used to
happens.
work, the magic happens.
Yeah.
The team used to work better and more confident.
That's exactly what we are doing here on Talk and Talk with the hosts, So we do not
Yeah,
have a teacher, and we have 70 people, 70 students that they are leading conversations every week. And if someone can do that, they find someone else to replace, And I'm gonna say we are gonna accept still new applications. So, if you want to apply, you're gonna be more than welcome, especially if you have a subscription, an active subscription. You don't need to pay your renewal. Okay, once
oh, okay.
your subscription ends or expires and you're a host, you keep your subscription for free, okay, for the next cycle of a year. So keep that in mind. I'm gonna postpone until the end of November the subscription for new hosts. And the new hosts, we have a WhatsApp group, and we have some steps into the community that you can develop yourself. But let me go back to Yasmin about what Fabio said. Do you have an example, Yasmin, about activities or things that you have seen or that you have lived in the professional setting that foster the sense of belonging?
I don't
If you
remember
haven't, you can tell
an
as well.
example, but I think that every moment that we met personally, because I work um, remote, I think that every moment that we can see each other and talk in person, it's a good moment to make connections and know more each other and have this sense of belonging. And after that, our work um, run better because we have more to talk and we are more comfortable with each other. And it's not exactly activity, but it's a moment that we can feel more near.
Yeah. I think the prox the how close you are helps a lot to bring this sense of belonging. So, and sometimes it doesn't mean physically speaking, but remotely we can have that. I believe it's harder,
Yeah,
but I believe it's possible. And it's just harder because we are not used and we don't have much experience about remote jobs. So we need to develop other activities, we need to create, we need to be creative on this, right? Gabriela, you're gonna be the last to answer. You can answer this question, or if you want to bring something else that you think is valuable or it's important to you to share about this collaborative feeling and the professional environment or anything else related to that, you feel free to do so.
Actually, I have example in my professional life. My team have every week a meeting where we talk about our work. So we can talk if we need help, if we can offer help. So these meetings are very, very important because we can share our work, we can share our weaknesses. It's right?
Yeah, weaknesses.
Okay. We can share our feeling about work, about what we're doing. So we can offer help to others. So it's very important to make the sense of collaboration stronger. So we have this sense of, how is the word?
Sense of
Be,
belonging.
be say again.
Sense of belonging.
Yes, sense of belonging. So we can develop the sense of belonging when we are in these meetings.
Very good. Very good. Just before we finish, I want to wrap up a little things. I don't know if you are aware of this, but we are not here to teach. We're not here to correct, though you learn a lot. If you watch back again on YouTube, you're gonna see that the first answers you give and the last answers you give, you're more fluent by the end of this meeting. It's not magical. It's just practicality. You're talking, you're exercising your talking. And we could learn some new words in here. So the expressions I brought, the breaking the ice, get everyone on the same page and hit the ground running, but also some other things as fostering or sense of belonging, working towards, towards is a good word that not everybody uses. Professional setting instead of professional environment. So my tip for today is get notes about this words vocabulary and try to use back again in the next immersion you come. So the next time you are here, try to use these words as much as possible, because you're going to see that you're not going to need to memorize. You're going to speak it's gonna flow, and you're not studying like the formal way. You're not doing exercises. You're just using it. So keep that in mind. Okay. I want to let you know about the hosts, especially Yasmin, Gabriela, and Fabio. You are more than able to be a host if you want to. It requires you just 1 hour per week or 2 hours if you want to host 2 meetings. And you get an onboarding session to understand how to do it, how to develop your creativity, your leadership, your communication as a leader, as a host. And you also can add this experience in your resume if you want to. It brings a lot of value, though it's not a volunteer work. It's not, it's to study. You're here to study and to develop yourself. And we help you to create the questions, topics, how we do that. And you also have the chance to be among a good network environment with very good people. So think about that. We are willing to bring more availability throughout the week in English, and hope to see you pretty soon. The feedback link is here if you want to give some suggestions, ideas, or to or anything else. You may do it. It's anonymous, so you don't need to type your name. And I guess that's it for now. We're still on Black Friday until the end of the month. So if you find someone, or if you want to extend your subscription, in case you don't want to be a host, you can extend that for a year and a half for just 97 reais. And you can have installments of 12 installments of 83 reais per month. Okay. Everything good? It's all done.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, guys.
thank you so much for
Thank you.
today. Have a great day. Great Wednesday.
Great
Bye-bye.
day.
See
You
you.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.